Hello, hello, it's Leslie, and so happy to have you here with me in the craft room for another Friday night. Come craft with me, where I'll be doing some live crafting and making some paper crafting like cards tonight. I wanted to say a huge hello to everybody who's watching us, new and regulars as well. And I also wanted to share with you guys something that I have done to challenge myself. Before I get too forward into it, I just want to check that my sound is working. Let me check on my computer. Doobie doobie. Looks like there is sound bars wiggling up there. So if you're jumping on, let me know, and hopefully the audio is all okay. Here I've got a couple of cards, a couple of slimline cards that I've made over the past little while. This is my mice that I made last week. Super happy with how it turned out. Very, very delighted with that. You may have also seen my bubble tea card that I shared over on Instagram, which I really like the way that turned out as well. It's really cute and colourful and bright. And then some little baddies, which I think I've shared before. That was one of the samples I made for this release. Who have we got with us? We've got Nessa, hello, and handmade card, Happy Heart. Now I think, is that Yarla? Let us know in the comments. Is that you, Yarla? And Nessa says audio is good. Woohoo! We've got Woo's Creations from Chilly, Wales. Yes, it's a bit chilly here today too. Although it's definitely like the change of the seasons. You can feel it in the air. It's been a bit damp, but not like terribly so, but definitely, you know, you need to dig out your warm, cozy jacket. You can't, none of this light jacket, summer jacket malarkey. No. The big, cozy, like, puffy one. That's the one we're definitely getting into that home stretch, which I'm quite happy about because I love autumn. I love pumpkins. I like stews and soups. All these things make me very, very happy. What about you guys? Do you like the sweater weather that we're coming into? Yeah, yes, that's me. Yay! I'm good, but I wanted to tell you guys that I've been in a little bit of a creative slump recently, and I was talking to Craigie and talking to Morgan as well. I was like, oh, it feels like it's hard work, and I've decided that I'm going to attempt to shock the system, and I'm challenging myself to make a card every single day. And I'm telling you guys so that I can at least try to be held accountable to this claim. I only started yesterday. Let me show you the card I made yesterday. And it's a little bit of a cheat because I made it on a live stream. But I'm thinking it's not really a cheat because I did it, right? So is it really a cheat? Just because it's a live stream doesn't matter. I crafted a card. I did a card. I'm going to do a card every day. So I did this on a live stream with Happy Doodle yesterday. And Morgan was crafting along with me. So you can check that out on the replay if you so wish. And I used this Sweetie Pie stamp, which is the freebie over at Happy Doodle. And it's still available actually at the moment. You get it free if you spend, I think it's £30. Wendy, nice to see you. Yes. Woo says, hoodie came out today. Love autumn. It's my favorite season. Yeah, me too. My faves. I like getting all my little pumpkins out. I'm super excited about my pumpkins. And look, I've got pumpkins on my little rhino card and a pumpkin scarf latte. So, another announcement of sorts is that I am in the process of figuring out a plan. My Friday night streams here on my Hungry Heffy channel, I'm considering moving them over to Heffy Doodle, where we have regular content over on Heffy Doodle. From the design team, we have a video every Sunday, I think it is. And also during the week, Morgan and I really try to do a live stream as well. Sometimes it's just too busy, but I'm hoping to maybe move my Friday night stream over to my Happy Doodle channel. So I'm giving you the heads up just now. I think for a little while I'll probably do them simultaneously, so it's streaming both to Hungry Heffy and to Heffy Doodle, because I'm pretty much using Heffy Doodle products anyway. So I thought it's a shame not to share that with our Heffy Doodlers. So I wanted to give you guys the heads up. It's not going to be an immediate change, but I will ask, please. I hope to see you over at Heffy Doodle if we do go ahead and change over to there. You might want to, in preparation for that, go over to Heffy Doodle and click that bell. Make sure that you are registered for notifications over there, because otherwise there won't be notifications on this channel. Yara's saying that's a great challenge. And Jasmine's here. I was a little bit late because I was walking Belle and got distracted by the neighbor's new puppy. Oh, what kind of puppy is it? I'd love to know. That'd be awesome. Jazz says, I'll watch anywhere. Have to have my Friday night fix. Yay! Well, another announcement. Gosh, it's all announcements today, actually. Let me flip you around again to my face. Is that next week is a kind of an exception. There won't be a Friday Night Live next week because, well, there will. There won't, but there will. Stay with me. So, I will not have my usual slot at 9 p.m. UK time, because next week I will be guesting in the Craft Roulette channel over on YouTube. So I'm not sure if you guys are familiar, but Mary Gunn runs Craft Roulette, and it's really fun. She has made it into sort of this game showy type scenario where you like spin the wheel, and then I think there's 4 different categories. You spin the wheel and then it lands on like a number, and then from the list you choose the number, and it's a little bit like my stamp roulette, but more in regards to themes and colors and topics and things, and maybe even techniques. So I think tonight I'm going to do a little bit of a test run, but next week I will be featuring on her Craft Roulette, but because of the time difference, it'll be later. I don't know exactly the time it's going to be, because I'm pretty sure it's like pushing midnight, if not like wee small hours of the morning for me. But because I'm going to be crafting with her, I probably will need a power nap up until my 9-10 o'clock phase, because her session is a longer session as well. So be aware of that. Oh, Jasmine says her neighbor has a staffy. Yay, new play buddy. That's so good. Oh, Jazz says it's 3.5 hours later than this. So 9, 10, 11, 12. So 1/2 midnight is when I'm going to be getting my crafty groove on. Ooh, hopefully I'm not like zombie mode. Well, Jazz, I expect you to be watching live as well. Let's pop this away. So I thought for tonight to have a little bit of a test run. I might do a little test run of the Craft Roulette. So with everybody who is currently watching and listening, I would like you to please put in the chat a number between 1 and 24. Okay, and then I will pick the numbers that you have, and I took a little screenshot of Mary's last week's show that has like the columns and the 1 to 24, and I'll have to look up on my phone, but I will figure out what those are. In fact, I sent the screenshot to Jasmine, so she might be able to tell me what they are. So here they go. They're coming in. Let me tidy my desk while I'm waiting. Okay, so Nessa says 5. Let me get Paige to write these down. Got a few flooding in. Jasmine, I'm not going to count yours because I'm assuming you've got the... Do you have the list in front of you, and can you tell me what those topics are? If not, I can look it up on my phone, but it just helps me. I'll lose the comments if I leave. Is the problemo. Pencil. So we have got 5. 17 to Jasmine. I'm ignoring her. Sorry, dear. 14 from Yells. 9. And if there's anyone else in at the moment, we will see. And if not, we'll use 17. So actually, let's just use 17 because there's 4 different topics. So let's see what we can do. So Jasmine, in column number 1, what is number 5 on the Craft Roulette list? What does it say? Okay. I'm assuming you can't post a photo in the chat. I'm not sure if that's a thing. I probably won't come up on my thing. Okay. 5. The project is a card for someone special. Oh, okay. Card for someone special. Well, I'll have to see who my special someone is. I can't make any decisions right now because I don't know what the rest of the topics are going to be. In column number 2, please, what is number 14? Number 14. Exciting. Yarla says, me, I'm special. That reminds me of a little story that a little thing that happened whenever I was very young, and my nephew was about 3, and we were in the car going shopping, and we were talking about what he wanted to buy, and I said, money doesn't grow on trees. And he goes, Auntie Lesley, where does money grow? I said, it doesn't grow. It's actually made in a very special place in a special factory called a mint. And he went, well, we just go and get more money from the mint. And I says, no. Well, only special people can make the money in the special factory. And he goes, oh, Nanny, but I'm special, aren't I? But you are special, Yarla. Right, where are we? Let's get my face back up. We have got colors. Oh, purple and orange. Ooh, that's definitely giving me more autumnal and Halloweeny vibes. Nessa says, I'm special, and it was our anniversary recently. 35 years. Whoa, kudos to you, dear. Happy anniversary. Coral. Oh, amazing. 9 is the next one on the list, Jasmine, followed by 17. Hi, Becca. We're playing a little bit of a test run for Craft Roulette tonight. Next week, I'm going to be starring on the Craft Roulette YouTube channel, and some of the audience have given in some numbers, and Jasmine's being my beautiful assistant tonight and looking up what they correspond to. So far I have the project needs to be a card for someone special. Next up, purple and orange. And then 9 was element, smile or smiles. Okay. And then random one is markers. Okay. Please shout out if you have any ideas to get me going. Okay, so the good news is I'm not really restricted to a particular stamp set. It could be a card for someone special, purple and orange, smile or smiles. Okay, who do I want to send a card to? Okay, so I think I might send a card to my friend Charlotte, who worked with me down when I was in England, and she's had a rough week. I spoke to her today, and I spoke to her earlier in the week, and she was like, oh, this has all happened. And then I spoke today, and it just seems to have gone from bad to worse. So I think she could do with a smile. She could definitely do with a smile. Now, I could either use the word smile or smiles and make it out of alphabet dies, or I could use a critter that has a smile on there, I suppose. And Rebecca says, very cool, I need to watch that. Yes, you do. Let's have a hump through my stash and see if anything sparks my enthusiasm. I don't think we have a die that says smile. I need to put that on my list of things to make because that is definitely would be a good one. I do have in our latest release, we have the essential phrases, and this is going to be great for, like, for example, sending you a smile or even just sending you smiles. These are great. It's called essential phrases. It's exactly what it says in the tin, where you've got sending you smiles. These words will go with your other sentiments in your set. Becky says, I suggest a mice set with cheese and taking a picture. Oh, cute. And we have the closed heart sentiments. Don't you have the one that says sending smiles across the mile? Oh, Jasmine, that's brilliant. You're great. We do have the closed heart sentiments. I hope you're going to be joining next week because otherwise I'm going to be stuck. We've got sending you sunshine and hugs, and we do have wherever it has gone, thinking of you makes me smile. Oh, that would work too. And no, it says miles apart but close at heart. Do I have smiles in there? Smiles across the mouth. I know where that is. That is in the Christmas one. But I like this. Thinking of you makes me smile. And I also like sending you sunshine and hugs. So we could have some like sending you and then smiles in big letters. That could work. And then you've got your smiles. So we've got some options here. Get the arms rolled up. I do feel like it's completely open in regards to what stamps I'm going to use. So because of that, I think I might use the costume critter stamp set, and the reason for that is that I have not had a chance to play with it enough, and I'm desperate to do that. Plus it will bring in some of that Halloweeny colors, I think. And even though it's all about smiles rather than Halloween, I think that's fine. That would absolutely fine. And it almost looks like they're just at a little fancy dress party. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll make it into a fancy dress party rather than a Halloween, even though we're gonna have orange and purple on there, but that's okay. We'll make that work. So let's pull out my alphabet. And we're going to have smiles. Alison's here. Hello, dear. So we're going to make the word smiles. M I L E, and my S is here, so I'll just use another randomly sized one so I can get a sense of what that's going to look like. Hello! As long as it makes a person smile, it works. That's true. You don't even have to have smiles on the sentiment, so that's fine. We've got sending you smiles. I think we're definitely going to use him. I think that would work. Love these letters. Shiny green this week. Ooh. And what about... I also... Maybe I'll just use this little guy in the bumblebee because he's adorable, isn't he? He's definitely my favorite. Even though I've not used the stamp set, you can tell that Morgan has used it within an inch of its life. It's all like colorful. So sending you smiles. Purple and orange. So Wildflower has a nice purple. In fact, so does Bright Night. Slightly deeper purple, not so muted. That would be a good background for our card. And in here, there's also an orange. But I think I'm going to go for a lighter orange for our card. But let's stick with this purple. And we'll create a base for our A2 note card. So I'm going to trim down at 1/2 inch this way. Turn it around and trim at 1 3/4, leaving a perfect A2 panel for a card base. Okay, so here's going to be my card base. And let's add a panel right on top, and maybe we'll go for the whimsically wonky. That would be fun. Okay, so the only problem with the whimsically wonky is that it makes my inside panel quite small. So let's see. If I cut out a panel like this, it will be this size, which is a bit bigger to make sure I can fit on all of my sending smiles. Sending you smiles. Ooh, we could also turn it this way. Oh, orange letters. Yes, that could work. Suzanne's here. Hey, Suzanne. And Suzanne says, just got Heffy Doodle's Girlfriend set and Elm Street dies, and I cannot wait to use them. Yay! Oh, send a ray of sunshine. That works too. So we could have sending smiles this way. And sending you smiles. We could do orange letters, who someone suggested. And if this little guy is sending smiles, let's see if we can turn it into something that's not quite Halloweeny. And I actually like this because it shows that you can make, or you can use your stash for non-Halloween items. So I like the fact that he kind of looks like he's in a little fancy dress. He's sending smiles. He's got his hand out. Maybe he could be holding a little balloon. Let's look at the stitched balloons, guys. You could have some stitched balloons. I also like this. This is from the Whole Lot of Heart set. And we've got a love heart here that I think you could almost turn into a balloon if we were that way inclined. So let's die cut a panel using this so I can get a nice panel here for my card. Right. Here's my panel. Oh, it's actually still quite small. Amanda's here. Hello, dear. I still feel that that's quite small. So I might just go ahead instead and trim this down to be slightly smaller. I think that's given me a bit more real estate here to work with, don't you? I'm going to have sending smiles and he's going to be on there. We'll keep you for a rainy day, my dear. And we've got sending you. And then the word smiles. And I think we should maybe have some ground down here. And then we cut out a little balloon. But use this love heart. Maybe we could cut out a couple of balloons using this love heart. Will it work? Can we add a little doodah to it? That might be cute. What else could we put on the floor here to make her smile? Maybe we add some pumpkins. You know I love pumpkins. All right, let's see. Pop this over to the side, and I'm going to get my green field stencil. That's fine. And I'm going to add some grass down the bottom here. And I want it to be quite subtle, so I'm not even going to ink up my blending tool. I'm going to work with whatever ink is on it. Bob. There we go. Craig has just come home. I asked him to go to the grocery store to get milk, and he went, "What did you ask me to get?" I said, "Goat's milk for Piper." And he went, "What was the other thing?" I was like, "Bob milk." And he was like, "Oh, not this." And it's Lego. Lego Speed Racers. So boys will be boys. All right, so that's my green fields. I love the way it makes everything really easy. Easy little collection there. Right, let's get smiles onto here. Now, somebody mentioned orange letters, so I'm good with that. Let's grab some card and a orange blending brush. And this is quite subtle at the moment. I think I'm going to go more intense for this. Marmalade. Jasmine saying that when her husband went to the shop, he came back with cucumber when she asked for cauliflower. It happens. I think Craig wins coming back with a Ferrari and Lego. So I have gone heavy-handed on the right because I love the ombre effect look. I think it looks really pretty. I'm a big fan of that. So let's see how that goes. S M I L E, and I'll have to recycle my S. And another S on the end here. And I'll keep that little piece of paper because we might use it for hearts or something to bring in that same tone of orange. Orange. SM. So I will repeat because I know that some of you have joined a little later. I spoke a little at the start saying that there'll be no Come Craft With Me on this channel next week because I will be doing the Craft Roulette. I'll be the guest for Mary Gunn's Craft Roulette channel. So I'll be over there. So it'll be 3.5 hours later than it normally is. And I'm going to definitely need a little power nap to keep me awake through the early hours of the morning, I think. So I don't think it's possible for me to actually craft from like 9 to 10 and then come back again. I'll be exhausted because I will have had a full day work as well. Yay! So where's that sending you smiles? We shall do this, sending you smiles. And let's die cut these just out of some card for now. I might end up cutting them from colored card, but if we use what we have lying around here to get us going, we will hopefully be able to figure out what will and won't work. Jazz says, I'm going to have a nap too. I'm off work that day already. Yay. That works. Okay, so I'm not sure if you can see. Let me zoom you in a little bit. It gets a little bit darker when I zoom in, but I think it helps with proportions. So the idea being, we should hopefully be able to add this little nubbin on to the bottom of our heart, so he looks like a balloon. Maybe that one's too big. Maybe it's not. Maybe it has two different balloons. I quite like two different balloons, two different sizes. Or even three balloons. But either way, my background is a little lost. So I definitely need something happening in the background here. Jasmine says it's our wedding anniversary the day before, so I already had it booked off. Oh, cool. Gosh, that's so come around so fast again. And Amanda says, I'm so excited to see you on Craft Roulette. My card for last week's challenge is a fun light up card, all with heavy duty supplies. Cheers. Awesome. That is amazing. I'm very happy to see that, or to hear that. Okay, so we could use the Cloudy Sky stencil to bring some color to the top here. We could just bring some other color coming down. Or we could use the Hidden the Cloud stencil. I know it's means colored clouds rather than something else. Or we could use the Bean Scene stencil. And the reason I say that is because I really like the Bean Scene stencil. I think it's super fun. So I think I might do that. And just bring in a little bit of color around the edges here. If you haven't seen the Bean Scene stencil, it looks like this. It has lots of little holies in them. It was definitely a point of contention in the Hefty Doodle office because Morgan said that it gave her the heebie-jeebies. But I really liked it. But I think it's just that sort of porous-y kind of look to it. But I promise you, it turns out really, really cool. It's really good fun. So let's see if I can add. Let's do that actually. Let's put it on my station. That will help hold it down. Jazz says, I couldn't resist playing with little bats. Yeah. Bats are very cute. Okay. So my question is, what color do I want to bring in here? Because I've got orange on my letters. And I've got purple. And I have a little green, but I don't think I want to bring green up here. So I'm thinking we either go for a really light pink or a blue. What are your thoughts? Shall we go for like a pink, like coming in from the side, a little bit of a pink tint, or a blue tint? What do you guys think? Whatever it is, I'm thinking very subtle, very light, not like a dark color, not really in your face. I just want it to bring a little bit of interest to that background. What do you think? Let me know. And while you're doing that, let me stamp my little guy. Onto some alcohol marker friendly cardstock, because let's not forget that we need to use markers on this card. It was part of the challenge. We've got a vote for blue from Yells Yells. Are we gonna go blue, do we think? Ta-da! Very cute. Get him back on here. Ooh, I just had a thought. Because he's dressed as a little bumblebee, I think it'd be cute if there were like flowers around about him. That would be kind of adorable, wouldn't it? Maybe we could work with that. Let's get some blue because Yells Yells has suggested some blue. So a little tumbled glass action, I think. And the bonus for using blue is that it really does give a sort of sky effect. In other news, I wanted to let you guys know what I've been up to this week. I did a thing. I went to a meeting last night in which was for a pantomime. So I just went to see what the situation was. I didn't know if it was going to be for me, and everybody was so lovely and it was so much fun, and we sang some songs. And I was like, oh my God, I love this. So I think I'm going to be in a pantomime. How exciting is that? Just in the chorus, nothing like up front and center. But I'm definitely looking forward to it. I think it'll be lots of fun. Yeah. Okay, you guys probably will not see this at all. Let me give you a moochie moochie closey closey. Okay, can you see it? Just gives a little subtle little dots around the outside, helping to bring some of that color in. Jasmine says, "Ooh, how fun!" So the panto is Dick Whittington, which I actually know nothing about, so I probably should figure that one out. Get a copy of the script and whatnot. But I'm really excited for it. It's going to be so much fun. Let's pop this in here. And the word smile is going to be roughly about here. So my sending you needs to be right here. And I'm going to stamp that straight onto here. And I'm going to mimic this green by using what's it called? Spring party? What's something party? Garden party. Catherine Poona's garden party. Ooh, it's not quite the right tone, but that's okay. Can make it a little more yellowier using a yellow toned one. try lemongrass on top. That's a bit better. It's looking a little splotchy just now, but just wait because it will definitely smooth itself out all in good time. That's sending you from the essential sentiments, essential phrases, pardon me. Oh, look what I did. Put that in the wrong spot. Silly me. So now we have a panel and a sending you. We've got smiles happening down here. And I have my little guy who's going to be all colored in with markers. Yarla says, I just got a telephone call, so I don't know if you mentioned already, but how was New York? It was so good, Yarla. It was amazing. I honestly, like, it was incredible. We had the best time, and we just haven't had holidays together like that, so it was all sorts of wonderful. We ate lots of food, and that's pretty much like the most of what we did was eat food. But that's what we wanted, so that's fine. We ate lots of food and we watched shows. What else is there really to life apart from eating food and watching, you know, going on Broadway? Dreams are made of. So I'm thinking 3 little balloons. So I need 3 balloon tails on this scratch of card. Oops. I'm going to put him back on here as well for the moment. Happy to hear it. Yay. And Amanda's saying the essential phrases set is really great. I think so. It's one of those sets that you're like, yeah, but you know, I could mask things, and then once you actually realize how easy it is just to have it at your fingertips, you're like, oh yeah, I'll just buy it. If you're anything like me, that's what my thought process would be. Oh, he's far too big. I'm adding a little tail. Onto my love heart. Onto all 3 of my love hearts, in fact. Using Monsieur Glubert. And then I'm going to color these in. So let's do an orange one. And shall we do a blue one? Oh, hello. This happens when I don't put my timer on. And I feel like it would be good to put on a purple. Bring that purple in. So let's see what I've got in the purple department. What's going to come off this? not as dark as the background, so I'll add a little bit more. 1, 2, 3. Now in my balloons there's a little like curvy boy, and that's supposed to be for the shine on the balloons. Obviously it's designed for the shine on the round and the square balloon, but I'm going to test fit here. I'm going to see if it will match the curve on my hearts, at least on one of them. Maybe it'll work out, maybe it won't. You won't know if you don't try. It's not terrible. I don't think it's terrible. So let's keep that to the side and we'll see if we can make that work. And if we will, I'll cut another one. But let's go ahead and color in my little bumblebee. I need some yellows and I need some grays for his body. So wave 15, getting my markers on. Followed by YR 23. Blendy, blendy. And I'm going to add a little bit of C5 into the corners here as a little bit of a shadow. Jasmine says, oh, hold on. Jasmine says, I'm loving my cat and poodle eggs at the moment since I figured out there was a color wheel to help you get nice combos. I think I was late to the party on those color wheels. There is a color wheel, and you know what? I do not use it enough. I really need to use it more. And she says, oh, I know what I was meant to ask. What age range of books is Piper reading in the moment? Good question. So there was, I can't remember if I learned this week or if I learned it last week, because if I learned it last week, I may have already told you, but she was telling me that they made reading groups at school, and the reading groups were named after authors. And first of all, there was, I think it's Honeywell, after a book they're reading at the moment at school. And the next one was Dahl, I think, and after Roald Dahl, of course. And the next one being Wilson, after Jacqueline Wilson. And then it was Rowling, obviously the Harry Potter books, J.K. Rowling. And then it was Tolkien for Lord of the Rings. And in that order. And I said, are you in Tolkien? Are you in the top one? She said, yeah. And she goes, guess who's in my group with me? And I went, who? No one. It's just me. So, and then today, the teacher said, oh, here's a book for you, Piper. She gets a different book from everyone else. And Piper was like, I read this last year. So the poor teacher had to go back to the library and try to find a book that she could read. So at the moment, she's reading Great Expectations. When I looked it up today, just before the stream, it said that Great Expectations was appropriate from 13 or 14 up. So that's kind of where she's at the moment. Little child of mine. My little bookworm. Okay, so let's get some browns on the go. This little guy. Oh, bless her. She's so smart. She just loves her books. She'll bankrupt you in books. This little guy is so cute. So that was E33. This is E37. It's a bit darker. I'm test driving colors here and blends. Cuteness. Jazz says, I might have a book series recommendation then. I'm just starting the third and I think it would be okay for her. Not sure how it'll end yet though. I'll message you so you can search it up. Well, you'll have to let me know. We might have already read it. Definitely always on the hunt for a good book. Oh, he's so cute. Cute. I'll color his wings and then I'll give you guys a close-up because I know he's teeny weeny on your screen. Teeny weeny on your screeny. My hope is that when we move upstairs to the new and improved craft room, is that I wanted to upgrade my camera, this camera up here, but the camera there, which is a better lens, it's lovely in the fact that you can, like, I'm lovely in focus and behind is like blurry and beautiful and bokeh, but I can't zoom in the same way this one. I can like twist it and it zooms in and out. Excuse me. So I'm hoping that when we go upstairs, either I'll upgrade this one once I figure out a plan for that, or we have another system to maybe have like a close-up. I'm not sure yet. It's a payoff between having a close-up that's really close like this, but also then that means having a massive camera in your space. Micah says, congratulations on your singing part. Yay! We started talking about musicals and now I have the Zandu stuck in my head. That's so funny. One of the songs that we're singing is from the Muppets. Life's a Happy Song, that one. And yeah, so that's my homework for next week, is to make sure we can sing that without having the words in front of us. Exciting. This little guy, so freaking cute. Isn't he though? Isn't he the cutest? Oh, I love him so much. You can't be in a bad mood when you're singing. I agree. And I read this week that when you're having like a panic attack or like a kid is upset or something, you know, when kids fall down and whatnot, that the best thing to do is to get them to sing, because when you sing, you actually take deep breaths to sing, and breaths actually regulate. You can't really cry when you're singing because you're taking like deep breaths. I don't know if it's true or not, but I did right. Mr. Cutie. Oh, look, there was one in here already. I think that was Morgan's, so get in trouble if I used it. Life's a happy song. Someone by your side to sing along. Right, you. I'm gonna stick down smiles. And to do that, I'm going to, in fact, even though this is a little winky wonky rather than straight, I think it looks kind of cute. I might just do it. That's a fun song. Yeah. What song? Oh, the Amanda Zandy one. Yeah. That one is fun. I mean, it's Muppets. How is it not make you smile? And then the other song we have to learn is Reach by S Club 7. But to be fair, that one's easier because I think nearly everyone on the planet must know most of the words to that. So, and I don't know whether I mentioned as well that Piper has joined drama group and they're doing School of Rock. So she has actually applied for a speaking part, or she's auditioning, I should say, rather than applied. She's put her name down. Oh, you bad egg. Come on, S. Should have used heavy tape. There we go. Roberta says hi too. Hey, Bob and Roberta. Bands Neisted shows from Drama Club 2 at the Electric Theatre. That's cool. Okay, so this guy is down here. He has 3 happy balloons. Because 3 is the magic number. So what way are we going to arrange said balloons? Something like this, maybe? So let's go ahead and stick this one down first. Now I'm gonna cheat a little and just put it on the top, not underneath the tail, because I have a plan. Whether the plan will work, I don't know. In fact, these boys I think I'll raise up. So before I go too far into my plan, let's stick on one of these little shinies. This one is going to be mostly hidden, so it's not a big deal. They're so tiny, these little shinies. There we go. Let's die cut another one for little baby orange boy. Little baby orange boy. This is turning out so cute, says Suzanne. Janice saying this is adorable. And I think I'm still within my parameters, aren't I? haven't gone rogue or anything. Maybe that's what I need to do for my month-long challenge. Those of you who maybe missed my chitty chat at the start, I said that I was in feeling a little bit of a creative rut, and I needed to kickstart my motivation and inspiration. And Craig said, I think you should shock the system and create a card every day for a month. So I am challenging myself to do just that, to create a card every day for a month. The other thing, I think the other thing that sort of kickstarts my creativation all the time is when I go to shows and things. And we've not really had a chance to do that. So we're thinking about going to Creativation. Amanda, have you been to Creativation? Did you go last year? If so, I need to know the whole gossip. I need to know everything that happened, the whole lowdown. I want to know, is it worth it? Should I go? Should I not go? What do I want to know? Okay, so I've pulled out some thread here. This is actually some crochet twine and a needle. Oh, that needle's not going to be big enough eye. There's a needle over here though. This will do. With a pom-pom on it for some reason. It looks like a Piper situation. Okay, so underneath my balloon, I'm going to pop a hole, like so. And create a string. Now, how am I going to do this? Okay, let's pull it to the end, or near enough the end. We'll leave a nice long tail on it for now. And then we'll cut that bit. We're going to stick this bit down, but I'll do that in a minute. And then this one, I think this one was over here. Now I have a little tub here full of offcuts. This is the Happy Doodle foam sheet. And I used it to create my card for yesterday. This one, the warm hugs. And all those little bits, all those negative pieces are still perfectly good. So I did not want to throw them away. Put them in this tub and told myself, waste not, want not. That's going to go on here. Amanda says, it wasn't a big show, but mostly because of COVID and the merger and the date and whatnot. Yes, so I'm thinking maybe this year, next year in Ohio, it'll be bigger and better. It's a bit of a risk to take because, well, it's a long old way to go. Allison says, I need more craft shows in my life. And Amanda goes, I'm sure I'll go. Yay, that's good, because I'm hoping Morgan and I will both go. That would be amazing. And Amanda says, I want to put together an event in SoCal, not an industry show, just a retreat. Oh, that would be so cool. Yarla's off to bed. Night night, darling. I'll see the finished card soon. It's adorable. Yes, I I always forget to post it, but maybe what I'll do is I'll try and revive my Instagram, maybe. Or at the very least, put a picture of the finished card in Happy Doodlers. That's what I should really be doing, I think. I think by the time I'm finished crafting, I'm always like, sleepy, sleepy. And just run off to bed. Pajama time. That's me, really. All right. I've got these 3 to stick down. Here's a piece of washi just sitting looking at me. So he's going to do a job. Nice. And this is going to go right on here. Let me get rid of this before I lose it or drop it, and then let it pause, stand on it. Which obviously we do not want at all. So I think all of these need to go into a single hole, and I think it'll be roughly about here. So let's go ahead and punch that through. And now I'm going to have to do the arduous task of pushing these all through the hole. One at a time, probably. One. Oh. Put it back in the hole again. I'm not even on the camera. What a silly sausage. There we go, 2. And then 3. Super cute. I love the sort of textile look on it. And I think we'll raise him up for some extra fun. How is he coming along? Alison says, I've been chatting to Jazz almost daily for over a year, and we finally met for the first time the other week at a show. Oh, did you go to Sandown? I know that Jazz was there. Oh, so good. How did you find it? We were actually going to ask Jazz if she thought it was any good, because we're looking at doing some more craft shows where we go to sell stuff. But the biggest challenge right now being that living in Scotland, it's a long, long way to go. I'd have to hire a van and turf everything down, get hotels, and it all adds up. But curious to know if it would be worthwhile. Oh, he's so cute. So we could just stick these up like that and call that done. And then I'll need to add some tape to the back. I'm going to use some double-sided sticky tape because I actually have loads of tape in my craft room, and I'm trying to use some of it up before I go upstairs. Speaking about going upstairs, my worktops for the outside area arrived this week, but they lost a worktop. How do you lose a worktop? So there's like 3 sections and only two arrived. And my kitchen island, or my craft island, is being custom made as we speak. It's not here yet, but the joiners will be here not next week, the following week, because my units, most of them are arriving on the 22nd of October. So it will be the following Monday. He will be here to make a start. But annoyingly, there's like some things which are gonna take a while to come. Like in my new craft room behind me, I've got kitchen units a bit like this, with a worktop. But right behind me, right here, I'm going to have 2 big long drawers that will house my stamps, and the actual box for the drawer. The base unit, it will come next week, but the actual drawers aren't due until the 13th of December. So it's quite possible that you'll see me in my lovely new craft room with a big gaping hole behind us. But so be it. We'll get there. We will get there. Let's get a card blank to put on this. Put this on. I'm going to go top down because top down gives me, like, I think it's super fun. Top down. But I am too lazy to do the tape on this one. I don't think the ATG would have rolled quite nicely over the twine, so thanks. Alison says, it was really good. It was nice as it wasn't just card craft related. We shared a table at lunch with some ladies that were there for knitting. Jazz started stamping up the mini dinos, and they're very curious as to what we were up to. Oh, fun. That's really fun. That is somewhat the problem, is the fact that I think a lot of the UK craft market at the moment is it's kind of gone away from paper crafting and over to soft crafts, knitting and whatnot. Cross stitch. No, I don't mean that's a problem. I have nothing against those crafts, but what I don't want to do is spend money going to a show and then there's only a small percentage of paper crafters there because they're all knitters, whatnot. So I have finished this card so far. I thought that it would be cute to add little flowers or something in here, but I actually kind of like it the way it is. Let's see if we can add some sequins, and I'm thinking the Hocus Pocus that might work because it's got some of these colors in it. Let's see what we can do. Give it a good shake. If you've got our sparkle mixes, give it a good shake because all the gems tend to be more staticky and they tend to hang around and onto the actual plastic. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong color, but that's okay. Doot, 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 doot. And maybe a clear one here. Nessa says, don't forget thumbs up for Lesley. Thanks, Nessa. Here we go. I think we've done great. Just a reminder that tonight's crafting session, I was doing a little bit of a trial run for Craft Roulette, which is a show that I'm going to be joining next week. And there was 4 columns, and in each column there was 24 categories or topics. And in each column, we, you guys actually, you chose a number. So we had number 5, which was a card for someone special. And this card is going to be for my friend Charlotte, who's having a tough time at the moment. And then up next column, we had 14, which was purple and orange. So we've definitely got some purple and orange going on there. And then we had 9, which was smile or smiles, self-evident. And then 17, which was markers, and we've used markers for this little guy here. So I think it has turned out super cute, and I hope you have enjoyed it. Yay! Alison said you could incorporate them into card making. Yeah, exactly. Well, we'll convert them, won't we, Alison? Nessa says, is there a time restriction? Do you mean for the challenge? You need to let us know what you mean. I know that with Craft Roulette, they like next week, for example, they will do a show with me and we'll spin the wheel and we will pick our 4 topics, I guess. And I will make a card, Mary will make a card, but then for the week, we invite everybody to make a card with those same parameters. Feel free to have a look either tonight in 2 hours, I think. There will be a Craft Roulette with another guest designer. So you could join that and see what it's like so you're prepared for next week. Or of course, in your own time, you could look at previous episodes of Craft Roulette and see what is there. The great thing that Mary does is she actually explains at the start of every show what is Craft Roulette, and she also showcases the cards that other people have made and sent in and submitted to Craft Roulette. So you could see your card up on the screen. So that's really fun. Nessa says the challenge for next week. Oh, the challenge for next week. Okay, gotcha. So you could make something while I'm crafting, when me and Mary are crafting. You could do that, or you can submit it. You'll need to double check. I'm not sure when the cutoff is. Amanda, you might know, but the information will be over on the Craft Roulette page, I'm sure. YouTube. Alison says, Jazz picked up some scissors and little pots for gems from a stall for sewing. So it is a good crossover. Yeah, that's good. Everyone, oh, here we go. Everyone else has till Sunday evening to submit their cards for Craft Roulette. Thank you. And is there time restrictions for you on the night? Well, I think the stream itself goes on for a little while. So I think I'll be fine. We'll just keep making cards, I think. Amanda says, anyone who plays along this week will see their card in the slideshow right before Lesley is on. Yes, cool. Thanks, Amanda, for keeping us right. Perfect. Well, this is my card for today. You may or may not have heard me say that I'm trying to challenge myself to get out of my creative rut by making a card every day. And this is today's, and this is yesterday's. Let me turn you around. So I had this little chubby boy. Oops, zoom. And then I have Sending You Smiles. So I think they're looking really cute. I hope you agree. I'm really happy with them. And hopefully we can keep the momentum going and get some more cute cards and inspire me to get crafty. Marcy says, both are so adorable. Thank you, Marcy. And Amanda says, oh, good reminder. Lesley, your card today works for the Heffy Doodle Challenge, which is pattern play. Yes, it does, because it's got the pattern paper there. And a lot of my cards, actually, even my card last week would work for the challenge as well, because these cute little mice are up against some stripy wallpaper in their candy store. So yes, please don't forget that you can also enter the Heffy Doodle Challenge by incorporating some sort of pattern into your card design. So there you go. Right, everybody, that's me signing off for now. I will see you at Craft Roulette next week. The other thing is that we are hoping to do regular lives on Heffy, live from Heffy HQ on the Heffy Doodle channel on a Monday, but there won't be one this coming Monday because the funeral for the Queen, of course. So we're not at work on Monday. But we shall see you next week at Craft Roulette. Have a great one. Bye.